obvious his champion's mentality, what he managed to produce over the years on all surfaces, the way he was bouncing back after numerous injuries that he had. I think he was the most injured of any of us, four. I mean, of course, now you've been off the tour for many years, but I think him every second season, he's got something for several months, and he managed to come back and kind of build his game, the resilience that he has on the court, the intensity that he brings. When you see him jumping around before you walk onto the court, it already intimidates you. It creates this the challenge in your mind, like, oh my gosh, I'm going with a gladiator in the arena. I mean, a mental giant and a physical giant. We're going to get to the physical part. I'll probably hand it to him as well. But I always felt like mentally it's between him and Roger for sure. Both of them. It's really hard to. If I have to pick, I'll probably pick Rafa, but it's like very small margins.
Yeah, so I would. Yeah, it's a difficult question, but I would say if I was looking at an entire career and everyone's matches, like every single individual match, I would say consistently that mentally Rafa would have been the strongest. I think there's times where you would have been ahead of him in the mental department, but over the course of an entire career, like even from when he was very young, he's always been unbelievably strong mentally, even when he was 18, 19 years old, which is pretty rare for most of the young guys coming through, that you would say that it's the mental part that maybe takes the longest for. I don't know if you took some of the younger guys now, is maybe not the tennis, but the mental side that they need to get better. I would say that he, from a young age, he was great in that aspect. Whereas, I don't know, you might disagree with this, but maybe for you it came a little bit later on, and has then become a strength of your game, which maybe at the beginning it wasn't.
For sure. No, I agree with you, 100%.
Okay, right. We got like 5 or 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Right, physical.
So. Okay, we gave Rafa mental. I would probably say Rafa again, but let's maybe pick another player. Yeah. I would say Dominic Thiem, or David Ferrer. I'm thinking between the two. I love David Ferrer's fighting spirit. He's physically so fit, hasn't been injured so much. Has always been a warrior on the court, someone I respect a lot. Dominic Thiem as well. Let's say I would give David Ferrer an edge there because he's just been longer on the tour. I'm sure, Dominic is going to last hopefully for many more years, but it's like very, very small difference between the two. But I would say David Ferrer.
Yeah, I would go in terms of physical potential, I would take Monfils.
Oh, Monfils, yeah.
For what he can do physically.
Sure.
Is a joke. It's unreal, the stuff that I've seen him doing. But then, physically, I would probably. I'm going to take you from the physical side. I'm going to take you physically. Because, Jesus, that's not a big bicep.
Listen, I know, man, but you've done that.
I'm changing. Yeah, I'm changing my.
Awesome.
I think we picked a pretty good player there. I think.
Yes.
I think that player would do all right. Okay, now there's a few slightly different questions here. We've literally got a couple of minutes left. One of them is your favorite city or country to play in.
Melbourne would definitely be right on top of that list. Melbourne, Monte Carlo, Rome.
Yeah, I would say Melbourne. I always love going there. I enjoy it. People are great. The event's brilliant. I love playing in Melbourne as well, so I'd take that. Okay, if you weren't a tennis player, what career would you choose?
Well, I would probably stay in sports because I come from family of athletes. My dad was playing football and professional skier as well, so I would probably be in sports. Even though I do love science.
Okay.
So I do love science. So I probably would love to be a scientist of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've always said footballer. I always fancy myself as a bit of a footballer, but like right now, it'd be pretty cool to be a doctor because you kind of realize what's important in times like this. It'd be nice to actually be able to help other people
Yeah.
as well. But
Absolutely.
okay.